Hello everyone, welcome to the Sonic Rush playthrough. I am MSX and I'll be taking you through Sonic's first adventure on the Nintendo DS. Also the first game that introduced the Boost to Win feature. So, let's get started. And immediately we get catapulted straight into Leaf Storm, Zone 1, Act 1. Let me see, I just need to get... There we go, reset my controls here. So we have the X button to boost, and A button to jump, and pretty much that's how it goes. You also press R to do tricks after you launch from the spring. Forgot to mention, if you do jump in R, you do that little air dash, but you can also do homing attack if you're close enough to an enemy. It's just sort of when Sonic's homing attack was still in its infancy stage. Anyways, let's boost. Oh, and here's also another thing I got to mention. If you go off one of those trick things like a spring or that hoop, you can press the B repeatedly to do tricks, and then right when you're about to land, press A to do your finisher. Just like that. So the way the boost works here is you defeat enemies or you do tricks, and you fill up your tension gauge, which basically your boost gauge. There are 3 levels. You have your spikes. You have your boot. You have blue, yellow, and red. When you max out like that, you can boost indefinitely. However, after the gauge cools off, as you see, it will deplete back down to its yellow level. Something to keep in mind. And also, this is where the homing attack was still pretty useful. Here is our way we get into the special stage. What you do is grab onto one of these and just hold the boost button down until there you go. Now the way special stage works here is basically the Sonic 2 special stage, in case you weren't sick enough of it already. Tap the screen. Basically what you do is just hold down the stylus on the screen and drag it back and forth to see your Sonic. Seems pretty simple, and well, since this is the early special stages, it's going to be simple. Just wait until special stage 7. Sega loves... well, Sega must really love the devil when it comes to special stage 7 in any Sonic game. That's basically what I'm saying. Get launched off one of those things, you have a little quick time event, and you get rings upon completing it right. Basically, grab enough rings before you get to the checkpoint, you have your ring display and progress on the top screen, and oh, that's it. When you pass the first checkpoint, you'll see in the little touch, the chaos emeralds that you're going after will begin to glow. Let's do it! In reality, these stages are a little bit easier on the actual DS. I'm currently playing this on the emulator since there's no way to capture good DS quality at the moment. Unless you happen to know someone in the press that can get you a DS capture device. Let's do it. And there was me screwing up because I didn't see the 2 being... the 2 basically blended straight into Sonic's face, but aside from that, we still got our lovely Chaos Emerald. Now in 3D! We are no longer collecting Jelly Ranchers in 2D, but 3D! Chaos Emeralds have evolved into the 3rd dimension. Anyways. And here we are. Oh, let's go! There really isn't much else to say about here. And you have your invincibility theme. What's interesting is that each stage has its own invincibility theme, yet when you go to the sound test, you can only, there's only one invincibility theme. See, I forgot if you could do more than one special stage per zone. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if each stage is basically each stage is connected to a special stage, so you don't really need to be here. So let's just move on. Boost. Here's one thing I don't like, is that you have to be on the ground in order to boost. That's something they actually changed since the beta. You're able to boost in the air in the beta, and also the E3 demo. And B rank. And let's go, Zone 1, Act 2. Ready, go! Oh, yeah. I don't have my controls situated to play this, so excuse the board boost to win, I guess. Also, another interesting thing, although I'm pretty sure you noticed by now, is how basically the way the game takes advantage of the dual screen is, depending on how far up or down you are on the level, basically Sonic will change screens. Basically trying to mimic a bigger environment, I assume. Anyways, at first, I believe when the game was first announced or whatever, they thought it wasn't going to work well, or at least I didn't think it was going to work well, but it actually works pretty well, the Sonic changing the screens. Ah, tree stump! My greatest enemy! Die stump! Whoa, I barely dodged that. And there was me trying to do tricks and face planting into a robot. Boost! Like I said, you could press the RL button on a rail to do tricks, and that will also build up your boost gauge, but like I said, I don't have my controls entirely situated for this game, so yeah, I'm probably going to be messing that up a lot. Ooh. That's a nice amount of rings I got. I don't remember if I actually did manage to get that many rings in my actual game. I thought that was only enough to warrant an A.
Here we go.
Nice little cinematic transportation. Now we're off to fight the boss. Eggman, what are you up to now? As if that's anything new. And Sonic's a little pest. And his ultimate power being the grasp, and he shall be invincible. Basically the same gloat that he always does, I guess, in every game. Never gonna work because we were always there. Anyways, boss time. It actually has pretty good music. If you actually got to play the E3 demo, the boss music is entirely different. Still sounds pretty good. Also, another thing I like is how they put that life bar there at the bottom. Too bad the games don't really do that. When he says get ready to be schooled and he violently shakes his head back before he slams you, you have to avoid that. That's going to be a one-hit kill. If it's just normal thwomp like that, then it's just going to take damage and your rings will go flying. But you won't die. It's only when he says get ready to be schooled you have to worry about getting out of the way. Also, another thing that the handheld games seems to love is the first boss always has something to do with hammers. Look at the Advanced series and look at this guy. I jumped over that. Yeah, I was gonna say you have to, of course, be careful of that too, because well, they'll push you straight off. I jumped over that. I don't care what the game says. Not really much to say, I guess, at this point, especially since it's an easy boss and I died near the end. won't be the last time we see this boss, because I guess Eggman all of a sudden had the feeling to reuse bosses, and we will see this boss actually again in a later zone. There we go. See, that attack isn't hard to avoid. I guess the wonky hitbox it probably can get the better of you if you jump too late. I also believe the maximum a number of times he'll roll back and forth is 3. I don't think he'll do any more than 3, but he could do less than 3. Especially early on in the fight. There we go. Probably not making this seem the most interesting, but like I said, it's an easy, pathetic boss that just loves to overstage welcome. As I say easy and pathetic, I died to this guy, but like I said, I blame the wonky hitbox. But there we go. And it explodes into a million pieces. And yeah, he says you'll regret this, even though the subtitle doesn't match. And we found a pretty gem, but... And here we have a newcomer into the Sonic franchise, Blaze. And... yeah. We'll be seeing her again later, as well as a Blaze playthrough. And this music is short and repetitive, but actually it was used in Leaf Storm. It was the beta themed Leaf Storm, and they actually elaborate on it. I wonder why they cut it down. And Sonic does this breakdancing jig.
Again?
Got an S rank, what are you complaining about? Basically on the boss, as long as you have all the rings and yeah, just have all the rings and just defeat it in a timely manner. Basically, don't miss your mark. You'll basically guarantee yourself an S rank. And it looks like Eggman has another one of the has these little schemes. That mysterious girl, and there are also this thingy that looks like a Chaos Emerald, but wasn't a Chaos Emerald. And Tails comes out of nowhere. Tails is curious to this ultimate power. But Sonic, of course, is unconcerned, because we always stop Eggman, as per Sonic tradition. And basically, at this point from now on, we're gonna have Tails here in the hub world, and when we fight a boss, he'll be spectating down below with the health meter. And at this point, we can also now play as Blaze. And we have a new level, or zone, open up. So next time in Sonic Rush, we will be going to Zone 2 and get more Chaos Emeralds and do more stuff. Well, until then, I'll see you guys later.